Namaskar everyone. Today I, Shatarupa Mishra, Joint Director, Directorate of Public Relations, Publications and Publicity, CBDT, New Delhi, welcome you to yet another episode in this special Samvad series on the new income tax forms. Committed to enhancing the ease of compliance for taxpayers and streamlining processes, the Income Tax Department has introduced as part of this endeavor new and simplified forms under the Income Tax Rules 2026, which would be operational from 1st April 2026 onwards. The simplified forms will benefit taxpayers, deductors, and the department alike, fostering a more efficient and compliant tax ecosystem. Though all forms have undergone the above mentioned changes, for the purpose of this taxpayer information series, we have taken the forms that have been found to be either the most frequently used forms or the forms which have undergone business process re-engineering. In this episode, we shall be discussing form number 27EQ, quarterly TCS statement, which is filled by collectors to report tax collected at source. With over 6 to 7 lakh original forms being filed annually, simplifying this erstwhile form aims to ease compliance for collectors, ensure accurate TDS reporting, and benefit the taxpayer and department alike. This form will now be replaced with a new form under the Income Tax Rules 2026. To explain the changes that have been made in this form, we have with us here today Ms. Mamta Bansal, presently posted as Principal Commissioner Income Tax in CPC TDS, Ghaziabad. She is an officer of the Indian Revenue Service of the 1998 batch, having experience of more than 28 years across many verticals. Madam was part of the drafting committee of the Income Tax Rules 2026 with regard to the changes in the TDS or TCS forms. Namaskar, ma'am. We welcome you to this episode of Samvad. Ma'am, to begin with, can you please explain our viewers what is the purpose of this quarterly TCS form?
Shatrupa, this quarterly TCS form is a statement filed by the collectors to report tax collected at source under the provisions of the Income Tax Act 25. It covers collection of tax at source on specified goods and transactions such as scrap, tendo leaves, liquor, forest produce, toll plazas, etc., which are covered under Section 394 and 397 of the Income Tax Act 25.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, who should file this form?
Each and every collector responsible for collecting tax at source on specified transactions such as sale of motor vehicles, scrap, liquor, tendo leaves, foreign remittances, or e-commerce transactions, etc., are required to file this form.
Ma'am, can you tell our viewers that what were the challenges to the erstwhile form and what are the solutions adopted in this new form?
Shatrupa, earlier the form number 27EQ required the collector to repeatedly enter the same information, leading to unnecessary duplication and increased compliance burden. The revised form is a smart one to enhance the user experience and provide ease of filing through auto-population or pre-filling of the relevant details using information which is already available in the collector's traces profile, real-time validations and error handling, drop-downs and date pickers, integration with APIs and databases, checkbox-based smart verification, standardization of name and address fields, etc.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, any other changes that you would like the viewers to know?
Yes, earlier there were different dates for each quarter for the TDS and TCS forms, which often created confusion among collectors and deductors. Now, in the simplified, revised framework for filing the forms, the due dates have been streamlined for both the TDS and TCS forms. That is, the due dates are 31st July of the financial year for quarter 1, 31st October of the financial year for quarter 2, 31st January of the financial year for quarter 3, and 31st May of the following financial year for quarter 4.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you guide our viewers about the documents that will be required to file these new forms? Are there any new additions that our viewers should know or keep in mind?
No, Shatrupa, there are no new requirements as far as filing of the form is concerned. The same documents that were required in the erstwhile forms will continue to be used here, and these primarily include copies of challans paid to the credit of the central government and the PAN details of all collectees.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is it mandatory to file these forms in electronic format?
Yes, as per the income tax rules, all TDS TCS statements, including these forms, must be furnished electronically in the prescribed format.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, this brings me to my next question: that can these forms be edited after submission?
No, Shatrupa, the forms cannot be edited after submission. However, in order to correct or update the details in already submitted forms, the collector is allowed to file a correction statement once the previously submitted statement has been processed by CPC TDS.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is there any change in the time limit for filing the correction statement under the Income Tax Act 2025 and its associated rules?
Yes, Shatrupa, there has been a very, very important change in the provision in the Income Tax Act 25. Now, the correction statement can be filed within 2 years from the end of the tax year in which the statement was required to be delivered. For example, the correction statement for quarter 2 of tax year 26-27 can be filed up to 31st March 2029 only.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, our viewers would also would like to know, and it is highly important also, that why filing of these forms in a timely and accurate manner is critical.
Yes, Shatrupa, filing of this TCS form in a timely, accurate manner is very important because it ensures that the correct and accurate tax credit is passed on to the collectees. Consequently, it will eliminate the scope for grievances raised by the collectees. The collector would also be able to avoid legal challenges associated with non-compliance, which includes late filing fee or any penal proceedings under the Income Tax Act 25.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, in the end, I would request you to please summarize the key benefits of this new simplified form for the benefit of our audience.
Sure, Shatrupa. The new simplified quarterly TDS forms will enhance the overall experience of the taxpayers and the collectors through reduced and simplified fields with clear language. It also provides for auto-populated fields and drop-downs which will reduce errors and ease the compliance procedure. Improved process clarity through smart forms to reduce errors and mismatches, leading to faster processing. The revised framework simplifies compliance by standardizing the quarterly due dates for TDS and TCS returns, reducing confusion and making the timelines uniform and easier to remember for the deductors as well as the collectors.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us in this episode of Samvad and enlightening our viewers about the changes that are going to take place in the new form. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Shatrupa.